Hello, everybody. I am Joey Nohana, and I've got Anthony Caruso across the way from me. It's been quite a while since we've
3 weeks
been in the booth or the studio shaped like his mother's basement.
Yes, on the commentary booth, shaped like my ex-girlfriend's card table.
Yeah, wonderful.
Yes,
all the tie-ins here are phenomenal here, but yeah, it's been a while. I mean, we were at Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con, about 2 weeks ago. So we did what was the show before that? It was the I forgot what show we did.
We did the destruction shows, right?
Yeah, destruction in Hiroshima, and Kobe.
Yeah.
So we did all those shows. That was back in September.
Yes.
And now here we are. It is currently October 18th,
Yep.
2017. And we will be talking about King of Pro Wrestling, which happened on the 9th. But because of procrastination and because of Overwatch Halloween terror.
Yep. And all the new episodes of anime that have come out, the beginning of fall season.
Lots of anime watching. Comic-Con, the fallout from Comic-Con was real. The lag was real as opposed to like caring about watching New Japan.
Yeah, it was hard to get back in the whole wrestling like frame of mind. I was a little out of it. And
but now we're back. I did watch King of Pro Wrestling, and we'll get the ball rolling here. I haven't watched any NXT. I haven't watched none of this shit. We saw NXT at the hotel room.
Yeah.
And that was the first night of Comic-Con, or the first.
That was the night before. Yeah,
the night before the first day of Comic-Con. But other than that, we're back on the track here, trying to get back on track with New Japan Pro Wrestling because the Wrestle Kingdom is right around the corner, and usually, like in WWE,
right around the corner. We still
have
the World Tag League, but yeah, it's pretty close.
They're totally building towards it. They're not wasting any time. It's fucking October, and New Japan does not waste any time building towards Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah.
We already have our main event, and it is October. So, they know what they're doing, and they know exactly where they want to go. But anyways, if you would like to hear about our Comic-Con experience, I did want to get Tyson Touloud here because he does not watch New Japan, so we can't have him in on this, but he'll be here tomorrow night. We'll try to get him in. We're going to be talking about NXT and our Comic-Con experience. I figured we'd go into depth about every day, or each day, I suppose.
Yep.
And talk about what we did, talk about who we saw, as opposed to New Japan. Not a goddamn person, because no one from New Japan goes to Comic-Con.
Unfortunately, no.
I did tweet Nick Jackson. Not tweet at him, but I kind of responded to something, or I think I was on Instagram, I'm sorry. And I said, these motherfuckers should go to Comic-Con because there's a lot of Bullet Club merch flying around the
There were
Javits
so many
Center.
fucking Bullet Club and Bullet Club related shirts there.
Lots of Bullet Club stuff.
Which is funny because we went last year, and on the first day we both wore our Bullet Club shirts. I don't think I saw half as much Bullet Club shit as I saw last year as I did this year.
This year, everyone, since the Hot Topic deal, everyone's got
It's true, yeah.
an outlet to
more
get
accessible.
them. Way more accessible. If you had a Bullet Club shirt last year at Comic-Con, you had to wait 6 to 8 fucking weeks for your shirt via ProWrestlingTees.com.
Well, you got that shirt like a year plus before that. It was probably just a bad time. Yeah.
That is
It was probably just a bad time when you and Tyson got him.
Well, Tyson is an asshole, and he just complained to Pro Wrestling Tees constantly because he didn't get his shirt in a week when we told him it takes fucking time.
And it even says it on the website too.
Yeah, and not only that, but these people do not mass produce these. They make them to order. They're made to order, so they have the designs. They just have to fucking press them.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if like certain things like the Bullet Club shirts, they might stash a few away.
Of course, because they're going to sell like crazy. But other than that, to get a Bullet Club shirt was, you had to go through Pro Wrestling Tees. You have to wait a while.
It's not a major warehouse thing. It's a fucking one mom and pop shop, pretty much.
Well, now that their production is going way
they're
up.
going to big time now. They got their own fucking store now.
They have a store. They have a lot of things to do, and they're very busy people, so good for them. But at Comic-Con, we did see a whole lot of Bullet Club and a few Cody Rhodes shirts, Cody shirts. And I could not believe what I was watching because every time someone walked by, I would say, hey, fuck the Revival. And Too Sweet. Rip, rest in peace, Too Sweet, by the way.
Now it's One Sweet now.
Now it's One Sweet.
Yeah.
And you know what? If anyone out there...
Which, by the way, I made that I said that as a joke at a Ring of Honor show way before all of this, and it never got over. And now these motherfuckers are stealing my gimmick. So fuck you guys.
Are you seeking a cease and desist?
Yes, I'm going to send them a cease and desist letter.
They're going to get a fucking letter from one Anthony Caruso.
They're going to hear from my lawyers.
These fucking Italian lawyers. They're going to go in on these guys. But anyways, here's the thing, though. My question is, are they doing this or are they doing this?
It's the ET thing.
It's the ET? Oh, yeah. It's the ET phone home gimmick. Yeah. I thought it was literally just the 2 Sweet with the... Still had the dog face.
I thought they would do that and do like 3 Sweet or something.
No, it's 1 Sweet. Yeah. I thought they were going to do that because... Yeah. But, I mean, it's nothing different. Like, maybe this is a little more... little crampy, I guess. It feels a little more...
And plus, it's a little too close. They might run... Yeah.
Whatever. Anyways, this whole situation is stupid. It's petty on the part of WWE. And as a result, Jimmy Jacobs no longer has a job with WWE, which, whatever.
To be fair, it is kind of a bad look. Like, he probably shouldn't have done that.
To be fair, that means he didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen WWE these days?
Jericho even said that, like, either that was, like, maybe there was a whole list of other things that made it a fireable offense for him, or maybe it was kind of calculated on his part. Like,
all I know is we're not talking WWE stuff. Maybe we'll get into it tomorrow, but there's a lot of walkouts.
Yeah, Neville, Nia Jax.
Everyone's pretty fucking pissed off at this company, and
I don't blame them when you fucking deliver utter shite. Like
utter shite, and not only that, but you have Mahal and Lesnar going up against each other at the next paper or at Survivor Series.
Yeah, I guess Mahal's gotten like good. I mean,
no, he has not. I don't know. Still,
that's what I've heard people say.
The fact that he lost to Nakamura twice, or he's beaten Nakamura twice, is like the most absurd shit ever.
Nakamura's a joke in WWE now, so whatever. I don't care. I don't even like. I always figured like since I'm not watching it, I would just at least keep up with like the YouTube stuff.
I keep up with it, but
I barely have any idea what's going on, and I could give a fuck less. I don't care at all.
Nothing to talk about.
It's so boring, and it's so
Kevin's doing his thing with Shane. I guess Kevin and Sammy are an item now.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on, but that company is utter shite, and I'm glad I stopped watching.
The only WWE like footage I see is whatever's on Botchamania.
Yep. That's it. The perfect place to watch it. Botchamania is it's a nice little notification on my phone every once in a while. It's beautiful. It's great. I love it. I love making fun of WWE. It's the best. So, not talking about WWE, we'll talk about New Japan's King of Pro Wrestling. So, a lot of stuff going on in this card. I said in the last show that we did that Bushi and Tanahashi were going to have their match on this night. They're not. They will be having that, I believe, at Power Struggle. Don't quote me on that, though. I haven't seen the card for Power Struggle yet, but this was not on this night. If that match was on this fucking card, this card would have been stacked as hell.
Yeah.
But it was not, so I'm assuming they need some stuff to... Because New Japan's booking... Because now that I've been watching New Japan all year long, their booking is making more sense to me, whereas they protect the champion. Champion only really defends every once in a blue moon.
Yeah.
Or, every once in a while. Not a blue moon, but not that rare, but... Point being is that they have the Intercontinental title to make up for that, which is awesome because you saved the champion.
And even still, like those titles, like all of the titles aren't defended all that much.
No, but when multiple titles are defended on
at least compared to WWE,
it's a big fucking show. Like it's massive, and they defend and they protect their world champion. Okada's There's a reason why this guy's putting on a lot of great matches because he's got a lot of time. Don't want to say a lot of time to rest up because they hardly.
They still travel, but I mean, I gotta believe that doing a lot of those 6, 8, 10-man tag matches, doing that for a bulk of the time is far less draining than the WWE where you're working a program with a guy like you're working like 7 matches against a guy in like a month.
Yeah.
I mean, you have a couple of tag matches in there, but you're doing a lot of solo shit. You're going your main eventing show. I'm sure it's a lot.
And I believe New Japan also believes in days off. I mean, and breaks in between like the climax or G1 and the first show back, the destruction shows. So they believe in giving their fucking people some time off, but comes at a price though because they work their asses off. But anyways, let's get right into it here. We have a bunch of tag matches basically, and the big matches we had were the IWGP Junior tag titles, the IWGP or heavyweight tag titles. We had
the junior heavyweight title,
and of course IWGP Heavyweight Championship.
Yep.
So we have a lot
and the defending of the G1
That's right. The briefcase. The briefcase between Naito and Ishii, or Ishii, as Anthony Caruso would like me to say.
Well, just you don't have to say Ishii, but Ishii.
Tomohito. Yeah. How about that?
Yeah.
So anyways, we'll get right into it here. We have a little 6-man action. We have Bad Luck Fale, Yujiro Takahashi, and Leo Tonga versus Sanada Bushi and Hiromu Takahashi.
So like by 2021, the whole population of Tonga is going to be employed by New Japan Pro Wrestling, right?
So Leo Tonga, we haven't seen Leo yet. Personally, I haven't. I saw maybe like a glimpse of him in a lot of shows.
No.
But I haven't sat down and watched all of the tag matches and plus the big matches in quite a while.
Yeah.
So this is my first this is my first showcase of Leo Tonga. By the way, the Tokyo Latina was here tonight.
Yes.
And she threw up the too sweet, so no one gave her the I assume no one told her the deal here, because now
she'll get a cease and desist letter.
She'll be getting a cease and desist very soon in the mail. So sorry, Tokyo Latina, if that's even your real name, with 2 eyes in the Latina. But she threw it up, and I believe Don Callis says, "What's she doing there? What's that? What kind of hand signal is that?" So rest in peace, too sweet, man. It's I guess the entire Bullet Club is not doing it anymore. Don't know. I don't know if that's a thing or if it's just the elite, the American guys, or Kenny Omega and the American guys.
Yeah.
Don't want to call him American because he's not. But anyways,
the North American guys.
The North American guys, exactly. So we have some 6-man stuff. Leo Tonga, who filled in for Kenny Omega on one of the Road to Destruction shows because Kenny was going through his little arthroscopic knee surgery. But Leo, despite being a newer guy, this match was mostly about him getting his shit in, which they allowed him to get some of his shit in, gave him some more ring work, which is fine. He would need it if he's definitely gonna compete with the Bullet Club, or compete, with the Bullet Club, I suppose. And but most of this match was that, and Sanada got a massive fucking reaction. I have no idea where this came from.
By the way, you didn't even mention who else was in the match. You just talked about Leo Tonga.
I said the whole fucking card.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. I said Bad Luck Fale, Yujiro Takahashi, Leo Tonga, Sanada Bushi, Hiromu Takahashi.
If you said it, I did not hear you say it. I'm pretty sure you didn't say it.
Pretty sure I said the whole.
Oh, well, whatever.
How could I leave out the fucking Los Ingobernables de Japón? I could not leave them out. So basically, Sanada got a massive reaction when he did a high spot, because you can't have Sanada in a match without a high spot. Bushi didn't do too much in this match until the end, when he spit in the eyes of Bad Luck Fale, because Fale was going to give him a razor's edge. Hiromu distracted him with Daryl Takahashi, the cat.
Yeah.
So that allowed Bushi to spit in his face and roll him up for the victory, and that's it. The LIJ win this match. So yes, you look in the record books, it will fucking say Bad Luck Fale was outdone by a plush cat.
I'd watched this match a few days ago, so I kind of forgot about it. So I wrote LIJ wins by fuckery. I guess that's what fuckery meant.
There you go.
I remember the Daryl, but I remember the everything else that surrounded it.
No, a large gentleman was about to give a smaller gentleman, a razor's edge that could have possibly murdered him.
You mean a bad luck fall?
Yes, a very bad luck fall. But instead, he looked at Daryl Takahashi and he goes, "It can't be Nani."
Yeah.
And
Nani,
and gets outdone and gets bamboozled by a plush doll. So there you go, everybody. Daryl Takahashi with the assist here in this matchup. Next up, we have Hiroki Goto and Toru Yano versus Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. So, basically, Yano got his ass kicked 90% of this fucking match. I mean, it was pretty... The big story here was Yano and Suzuki. That was, the whole
how
deal
Yano
here.
always seems to get the best of him.
Always seems to get the best of him. Zero control of this match, at all. No one fucking... I had no idea what was going on. A bunch of shit. A bunch of people fighting each other. Sabre was doing shit. Suzuki was being Suzuki. There's really not much else to talk about here. Minoru tried to wrap Yano up in some fucking wire on the outside of the ring and proceeded to keep wrapping him. And when they got to the 19 count, because they were both illegal men, I hope, I couldn't fucking tell.
Yeah.
Yano pushes Suzuki out of the way, or I think he bit his hand or something. I totally forgot what it was, but he got him off of him, knocked him to the ground, got back in the ring at the 19 count, and that's how Suzuki lost this match. So he whipped his ass the whole fucking time.
Yeah.
He gets outdone in the last second of a count out by a dude who's wrapped up in wire, and he loses the fucking match. So there you go, everybody. There's your build up to some more Suzuki
Toru
Yano action later on in the year.
Rivalry of the century.
Can't wait for that never open weight championship match.
Fuck Okada and Omega. It's all about Yano and Minoru Suzuki.
It's fucking Yano and Suzuki. This is the rivalry of the century right here. The fact that Minoru Suzuki...
This is Yankees Red Sox.
Cannot...
Lakers Celtics.
Cannot the Eagles Giants. Cannot defeat Toru Yano, who is essentially a dunce.
Dunce.
Can't beat this fucking guy. It's hilarious. It is utterly hilarious. A dude with the sweetest theme, badass gimmick. He can't beat a fucking dude who sells DVDs on the corner. Amazing. Amazing storytelling on the part here of New Japan Pro Wrestling. So look for some more stuff down the line with them. So we have the IWGP Junior Tag match between the Funky Future, Ryusuke Taguchi, and Ricochet, going up against, who knows? Some nigga's named Roppongi 3K. That's all we know. And we get a little cutscene, and we see Rocky Romero doing all this stuff and hanging out with whomever it may be. Comes out to the ring with a machine gun. I think so. I'm pretty sure there's a fucking machine gun.
Yeah.
Or like a Tech 9 or something like that, which is illegal. Like, why is this guy coming out with a gun? Okay, whatever.
It looked fake, so I don't know.
I don't know, dude. That could have hurt.
Oh no,
somebody.
It was a fucking.
It was a smoke blower. Yeah, my bad. I thought it was a fucking machine gun.
I thought it was like a really fucking shitty fake gun at first.
I thought it was a submachine gun, and I thought he was going to essentially kill the audience and then debut his team because he didn't want them to know who they were. But anyways, turns out to be the Tempura Boys.
Yeah, the fucking didn't JR accidentally call the Teriyaki Boys?
Yes. Yeah. Which is funny because I saw them and I go, the Teriyaki Boys as a callback to the G1 special. Wonderful. But here's the thing, though. The Tempura Boys, I could have swore that they did some stuff in New Japan, but apparently it was the G1 show I saw them at, and they were in Ring of Honor doing some stuff. Yeah. They were on a little excursion.
Yeah, that's what happened to all the young boys.
No, I know that.
Yeah.
I thought when I saw them, it was in New Japan Pro Wrestling on a Road 2 show or something.
Well, you might have saw them when they were young boys.
No, I'm talking about the Tempura Boys.
No.
So they appeared at the G1, and I go, it's the Tempura Boys or whatever. That weird name, da-da-da-da-da. And then it took me a minute to register. No, that was the G1 special. They were coming over because they were in Ring of Honor at the time, and now they're fully back with New Japan Pro Wrestling. So that was the big re-debut here for the Tempura Boys, now known as Roppongi 3K, and no longer Sho Tanaka and Yohei Komatsu. Now, Yo and Sho and Yo, yes. Yeah. Yo and Sho. Yo with an H, by the way. Impressions of Roppongi 3K, Anthony Caruso. What do you think about these fellas? I think they're awesome.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. I remember watching them because they faced each other a lot when they were young boys. I really liked Sho Tanaka. So I think they'll be. I mean, there's still more to say. I'm not gonna lie. The early part of this card, I was kind of not paying the close attention. So.
I mean, here's the thing about them. I like the look. I like the look. I like the whole, the saying. Rocky Romero, the director of what did he say? Oh no, it was Yo and Sho and Rocky Romero. That's the gimmick of how you pronounce all three of them together. But I dug it. It was fine. They looked great. I mean, they looked like a boy band, I guess. But hey, that's
Roppongi's supposed to be the South Beach of Japan, so they've got to have that kind of look to them. Yeah.
They're the party goers, so expect some more vignettes of them having the finest of sakis in Roppongi, deep in the Roppongi streets. So they revealed to be the Tempura Boys, and I remember saying that a while ago. I mean, it was pretty obvious. You can't look too far into that. It would have been crazy if it was another American team, but this worked because. All the girls went crazy for Yo and Sho.
Yep.
They couldn't have enough. So Yo and Sho keep Ryusuke out of the corner very well. Nothing fancy. So this whole match was basically a lot of old school tag team wrestling. It was a lot of cutting off the ring, making sure Ricochet doesn't get in, because if Ricochet gets in, it's over for Yo and Sho. So Ricochet finally gets the hot tag after a while. Taguchi avoids a double team as a result. Or Taguchi avoids a double team. By the way, he does this thing where he where they were about to double clothesline him, and he makes himself thinner to get in between them. I never saw that ever in my fucking life. And I went, well, Jesus, what a fucking gimmick. Like, it took me this long to realize that is a wonderful move in that situation. Just cut in between them. Ricochet gets the tag, proceeds to run through both Yo and Sho with fucking ease because he's Ricochet. Taguchi gets back in the ring, gets a lot of his shit in, but Sho cuts off his momentum. Ricochet stops a close 2 count, runs wild, hits a Benadryller, but can't get the 3, hits a wonderful shooting star press. I mean, flawless. I don't know who the fuck this camera guy is for New Japan Pro Wrestling. This guy needs to have multiple hookers sent to his hotel room every single night because he gets the shot of the shooting star fucking press. And I mean, this guy is down on the mat. It's awesome when you see like the elevation that these guys get because of the camera angle. The camera work is phenomenal in this fucking company. I don't know who the hell they hired, but they hired some really good people. So he hits a shooting star press, tries to go for the pin, but Sho breaks it up. Ricochet with triple Germans, and when Ryusuke tries for a hip attack, Sho catches him perfectly into some more triple. Oh, no, not Ricochet hits. Sho hits triple Germans, hits one on Ricochet, then hits one on Taguchi, but he caught Taguchi going for a hip attack. And I thought it was beautiful. Like, he caught this dude like ass to chest perfectly.
Yeah,
perfect like catch.
At least it wasn't ass to mouth.
Yeah, and if it was, I don't think anyone would have batted an eye because it's fucking Ryusuke Taguchi. So Sho catches him, hits him with some German. Sho and Yo hit Ricochet with a flapjack into an STO. Don't know what it is yet, but it's their finisher. We're just going to call it the 3K for now. We don't know. That's what Kevin Kelly said.
Yeah, which means it's the 3K.
It's just the 3K. So, yeah, that's their finisher. They pin Ricochet, and that is it. Yo and Sho win.
Speaking of Ricochet, today starts the 90-day clock.
Uh-oh.
Yep, it's the last, I believe tonight's the last episode of Lucha Underground, and after that, Ricochet's out of his contract. He has the 90-day no-compete, and then you know where he's going.
Straight
to WCW, where the big boys play.
Look at the adjective, play. Ricochet. Yeah. Like, the fact that I hear, I know everyone's stoked about people going to WWE, but I'm
stoked about them going to NXT.
Yeah, but if they just go to NXT and then they stay there forever, like they're not going to do that.
But I mean, at least you can enjoy them for another year or so while they're in NXT. And then you can forget about them when they get called up.
I don't want anyone going to WWE in any form or fashion. Like, I like NXT, and that's fine and dandy and all, but like having a few guys is okay, but having literally everyone from PWG is a pain in the ass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it helps sell that. It gives the young guys people to work with, and you throw everything at the wall, you see what sticks, and if they don't stick, you don't renew their contracts. Or they walk. Or they sit around in NXT and are like glorified enhancement, or
I'm over guys to see any sign of WWE now. I don't care. I'd rather they not. I'd rather they do something else somewhere else.
I love NXT, so I think it's fun to see them.
NXT's fun, but there's always an end goal here, and their end goal doesn't look very pretty right now because the main roster is complete shite. I mean, we'll see what they do with Asuka because Asuka's taking on Emma at TLC. So
the long-awaited Emma Asuka matchup.
The long-awaited Emma Asuka matchup. But we'll see what happens with her. I can't wait. But yeah, so Yo and Sho win it, and they become right off the bat junior tag team champions. They didn't even have to fucking earn this match. They just were associated with Rocky Romero, who hasn't had a title, who hasn't won the belts in fucking months prior to that. So I don't know where the hell this descendants of challenger status came from, but whatever. It's New Japan's booking, and it's the junior tag belts. And then you need another tag team.
What a way to make a debut, so.
That's true, and the Young Bucks aren't around for a bit, so you got to have something else to really...
Young Bucks are not around. Red Dragon's not there anymore.
Nope. So you gotta create some more stuff, and here they are. Roppongi 3K, they did fine. I thought it was great, and we'll see where they go from here. So we have the 4th installment of a bunch of fucking dudes in a ring. We have KES, Lance Archer, and Davey Boy Smith Jr. going up against War Machine.
KES, not to be confused with KYS.
Every time I see Lance Archer come out to the ring, I want a KYS, because if that fucker ever spits water on me, he's getting a fucking notice from my lawyer right away. And that was the first thing I saw when I saw Lance Archer, because I haven't seen KES prior to the injury.
Oh, yeah.
So when I first saw him come back, I saw this fucker spitting in the ring, and I go, what a dickhead. Those are real people. And you spit on them. Who the fuck are you, dude? Like, you spit water at people. Like, if I was in the fucking front row with my LIJ shirt and my LIJ had like a fucking mark and some dickhead spits on my new fucking hat, I'm gonna be pretty goddamn pissed.
Yeah.
Like, the Tokyo police force is not gonna stop me. I'm running in there to break this guy's fucking legs. Like, hell, I just spent like 15,000 yen or however much it is, 30,000 yen I think it is. The shirt's $20 bucks, $30. I think it's like 40,000 yen. Who knows? I'm not here to convert yen, but yeah, that's pretty fucking lame, dude. Going up against God. So this is the fourth match of this whole situation here. War Machine won the first two, KES won the third, and now we'll see who wins the fourth, because now it is a tornado elimination match. So that means there's no fucking rules. No one. We don't even need a fucking ref. Who cares? Why have a ref? No one's gonna know what's going on. That was pretty much the story here. Was that
well, you need to count the falls though.
No, that's true. But other than that, ref could just sit his ass on the corner because no one's covering on the outside. What the fuck are you gonna be on the outside looking for? Let them do what they want. They could kill each other. Who cares? But if one team is eliminated, it becomes just a regular tag match. Well, not a regular, but 2-on-2, I suppose. But it's the first time that this has been implemented in all these matches, because every match kind of got progressively more tornado-y as it went on. And now we had the elimination rule to this match. So KES both get their asses whipped very early by both teams. War Machine beat the shit out of Davey Boy. Archer gets his ass whipped by God. Then War Machine and God would go at it in the middle of the ring. They do some stuff. Davey Boy locks Tama and a fucking sharpshooter in the middle of the ring. Usually, it's really strange watching a sharpshooter in New Japan, because a sharpshooter anywhere else, everyone goes ape shit. Everyone goes fucking crazy. They go, Brett got screwed. Ha ha ha. I love that move, guys. Great stuff. In New Japan, it's like, whoa, cool. Hey, look at that. That's a cool maneuver there you guys got there. It was really strange not seeing a sharpshooter get a massive pop, but it did not. It was just a sharpshooter. So everyone does some stuff, some more. KES hit the killer bomb on Rowe, but they cannot put him away. God hit the guerrilla warfare soon after, but Archer kicks out of it very cleanly, by the way. None of these Rowe kicking out and Archer kicking out had no interference. It was a clean fucking kick out. Soon after, War Machine hit the fallout on Tangaloa, who then just kicks out. So the story of this match was, if you have a finisher, who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
It was getting kicked out of anyways. Rowe finds a table under the ring. So we have the table, and the crowd here at the Sumo Hall went, uh-oh, shit's gonna get serious. They popped for this. They popped for the table, which is new for me. I don't see them popping for tables, but this crowd here in Tokyo, they were very progressive. They said, yes, we've seen that a very long time ago. Yes, we like tables now. So
that table never wanted to stay up either. That fucking leg kept...
I don't know where these fuckers get a table from, but they do not get it from...
They need to find out the manufacturer that WWE has, because they get the best tables.
New Japan, I feel like they order their tables from reallyhardtables.com, because they don't get it from flimsy-IKEA-tables.net. There's just no way, dude. These
thicktables.org.
Thick table, medium rare fucking tables.com. That's where they get these fucking... Not only are they thin, it's like a flank steak.
The doneness of the steak doesn't have anything to do with the thickness of the steak.
Whatever, you know what I mean. Thick fucking brisket.net. I don't know, man. So they whip out the table. Everyone's beating the shit out of each other. I've said that 3 times, but that's what happened. Everyone just beat the shit out of each other because it's a tornado tag match. KES hit the killer bomb on Tangaloa. Raymond Rowe prevents Tama Tonga from getting in the ring, so God is eliminated from this match. But they do not go quietly. They do not go quietly into the night, because Tama Tonga and Tangaloa beat the fuck out of Raymond Rowe with a trash can and then a trash can lid, just for good measure. Hansen tries to hit a moonsault on Archer while Archer is laid out on a table. So this motherfucker is going for a moonsault. And the crowd goes, holy fuck, this is going to happen. Lo and behold, though, KES avoid it, or Archer avoids it. And then KES hit the killer bomb to Hansen on the table to get the win here. So KES retain the belts, and they finish out. Well, I don't know if this is going to go any longer, but so far it's 2-2, and KES still have the belts. So, one of the best.
Maybe we'll singles match, and we'll get rid of
singles match.
Yeah, or a single tag. Yeah,
how about a triple threat match between one of every guy from every fucking team? That'd be wonderful. Or a War Games or something like that. Or 2 rings with 2 different triple threat matches going on. It's a little too many gimmicks for my opinion, but one of the best parts about this was after the match. Actually, was when So Davey Boy and Archer, they're looking at the cameras going, yeah, we're the tag champs, suck our dicks, etc., etc. And then Davey Boy decides to give a hip lock takeover to like one of the young boys. I think it was Kawada. And then Don Callis goes, holy shit, what a good maneuver. I rewound this like 5 fucking times. This was the funniest shit of all time. So you've got a young boy in the corner. You just won your match. You're a big fucking bully. So you just give him an old school maneuver. Just give him a hip lock takeover. And Don Callis goes, he calls it. He goes, well, what a takeover that was. Fucking flawless takeover, dude. Good job, Davey Boy. Kevin looks at him and goes, are you serious, dude? This is a good fucking maneuver. What am I going to tell you? Like, it's like giving a guy a solid suplex after a match on the outside to the young boy, just to make sure he knows you could do a suplex.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. It was hilarious. So we have Yoshihashi and Beretta and Jado, I'm sorry. Beretta's first outing, I think, away from Rocky Romero here.
As a heavyweight.
As a Chaos member, more so.
Well, he's been...
No, I know that, but I'm saying it's not like he's Roppongi Vice. He's like, now he's a part of the main Chaos fold here. Like Rocky's...
but still, he's always been part of Chaos.
So is Roppongi 3K Chaos now?
I guess so.
There's a question. Are they even Chaos? Because they're associated with Rocky. Is Rocky still Chaos?
I guess so.
Yeah, there you go. That's where the questions arise here. So we don't even know what Roppongi 3K's faction is. Maybe they'll be GBH or something like that. Who knows? But we have Hashi, Beretta, Jado versus Kenny Omega, Cody, and Marty Scurll. So
the Chaos team is so weak compared to the Bullet Club team.
Oh my god, yeah, the Bullet Club team is like an all-star team.
Yeah.
I mean, for us at least. In Japan, you know, they're not so much all. It's just Kenny.
And then all I care about in fucking Chaos is Beretta.
Marty Scurll was more over than Cody.
Nah.
So that means there was a section in the sumo hall that was doing the fucking ooh in the background. I heard those motherfuckers. I heard them getting him over. Fuck you guys. All right, suck a fat one. But so yeah, this match was very heavy on the comedy, mostly between the Bullet Club and Beretta. They did something where, you know, Marty wanted a boot in the corner, then Cody wanted 2 boots in the corner, and then Kenny wanted 4 boots in the corner. And the boots just kept going on and on and on. That was pretty much the big spot in this match. And I'm glad they did it to Beretta, who's no stranger to really fucking weird shit in the ring.
Yeah.
Everyone did some stuff. That's pretty much what happened here. They just did a bunch of things. And in the end, Marty Scurll caught Jado in a chicken wing. And Jado could not kick out. Or he could not escape.
Yeah.
And he tapped out. So the team, the fucking stacked... Like, the stacked team of Kenny Omega, Cody, and Marty Scurll won in like the 3rd match of the night. Or the 4th... No, actually, it was pretty deep in the night. It was like 5th match of the night. Yeah. 5th match of the night. So this was the warm up to the warm up to the main three matches here in the night. But Bullet Club walks away with the victory, and they premiered. I think this was the first time I saw them do their fucking AT gimmick. Yeah. So let's hope Steven Spielberg doesn't fucking bitch about that.
He sends them a cease and desist.
Yeah, because, you know, their gimmick is stealing stuff. So if they don't steal something, then what exactly are they good for? You know?
Yeah.
And that's not a joke. I'm serious. They're marks. That's their whole gimmick.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty much what got them over. They're fucking marks. So that's so if they're not stealing something, they got to steal some other shit. So we have the big tag match before we get into the top 3 matches. Hiroshi Tanahashi, Togi Makabe going up against Kota Ibushi, Juice Robinson. This felt like a big Taguchi Japan match. This really kind of felt like one. Makabe is not really like, you know, he doesn't really... I think Taguchi Japan is the only faction he's ever really like confined in, apart from doing his own thing, which isn't there anymore.
Yeah. I didn't even know Makabe was part of Taguchi Japan.
He's not. He's just dabbled. He had a shirt made with his name on it, I guess.
And I mean, they're all baby faces, so I just assume that everyone who's a baby face and not in any of the major stables is rolling with Taguchi.
When are they going to consider Taguchi Japan an actual faction here? Because
when they have reason enough to have them feud with somebody who's in another stable.
It just feels like just a bunch of guys with no factions. It's like, hey, do you have no? We're just neutral. Okay, well, come over here. Let's hang out. You know,
that's probably why it is. It's like, hey, we're just the rest of the guys.
Yeah, just the rest of the boys hanging out, just wearing some sweet tracksuits. Nothing crazy. So this match, needless to say, without going into too much detail, was fucking great. I mean, it was a wonderful tag match.
Well, I mean, look at all the guys in the match.
Oh, yeah.
All those dudes are awesome.
I mean, the big stories here, obviously, was Tanahashi and Ibushi went at it.
Yeah.
Makabe and Juice went at it. I think they might do something later on. Who knows? But they were definitely going at it like they wanted to do some more shit later on. Everyone went 100 miles an hour. Match came to a close when Juice and Makabe went at it. Robinson would hit the pulp friction on Togi to get the win. So that is it. And Ibushi and Tanahashi have a little stare down to hype up their match later on in the year. But this was wonderful. I mean, it was a very good match. Everything went 1,000 miles an hour, and everyone did fucking wonderful. So, but in the end, Robinson picks up the victory here over Togi Makabe. Yeah. So Makabe is going to be pretty fucking pissed off about that later on. So I'm assuming Makabe and Robinson might do something. In New Japan, like, I don't know if they have rivalry matches. They don't do too many rivalry matches. Like, if there's a guy who's just having an issue with another guy, they do tag matches. There's no, like, 2 out of 3 falls rivalry matches.
Usually there's a belt involved when they do it.
That's what I'm saying.
I can't think of any, like, just, like, singles rivalry.
Yeah,
they don't have a belt involved.
Yeah, that's the one thing about this promotion. They don't do just rivalry matches. Like, they don't do grudge matches. Like, it's just... It has to be for a belt if it's one-on-one, and if it's not a title involved, it's just a tag match. Yeah. So
I mean, I'm sure there's 1 or 2 out there, but none that I can think of off the top of my head, especially since I've been following it.
I can't think of any right now. So next up, we have one of the top 3 matches on this night. In my personal opinion, the best match of the night. And I know, seeing as what's coming forward, this is a lot to say, but this match was fucking great.
All 3 matches were great, and I mean, they're all. I mean, everyone who listens to the show regularly should know my opinions of Will Ospreay, but everyone did all right.
Here's the thing about Will.
All these guys were really good.
I'm gonna run down the match here with Kushida and Will Ospreay, and then once we get done with that, we'll get into the whole, Will Ospreay and his gimmick thing. But
yeah,
he got some good points for me in this matchup. So Ospreay comes out decked in some Spider-Man gear, very, very suitable for the guy. I mean, he's kind of a spot monkey, just like Spider-Man. Spider-Man's a fucking spot monkey, and he knows it. So the match starts off hot when both men get into a little hockey fight in the middle of the ring. They don't waste any fucking time at all. There was no stare down, none of that shit. Will wanted Kushida, Kushida wanted Will. So it didn't take long to get things going. Kushida starts to attack the left leg of Ospreay, and Kevin Kelly says, "So, hey, Don, when you go after the leg, what's the one thing that, when you got a guy who does a lot of high spots, what do you do to him? You hit the fucking leg. Good job, Don. You hit the fucking leg." So that's what happened here. Hits him a little bit on the leg so he can stop him from doing a bunch of flippy things. So lots of great back and forth action here. Kushida locks in an armbar from the top rope. Ospreay gets to the ropes. The story here for this match basically was Kushida tried to get his shit in, like the hoverboard lock and anything to kind of drive down like Ospreay's momentum, but Ospreay always found the ropes. He was always quick to get to the ropes, so he did not let this motherfucker get anything in for an extended period of time. So at one point, Kushida started doing some Danielson stomps, and here's the thing about very polarizing about Kushida, especially New Japan Pro Wrestling and with the Japanese crowd, is that they love him all the way up until he starts doing these stomps. These stomps are seen as disrespectful.
They're not really babyface things.
It's very demeaning, or I don't want to say derogatory, but it lowers the opponent because you're just fucking killing him. And
he wouldn't be the only babyface that get that treatment too.
Tanahashi gets it too. Yeah. Okada
got it in the end.
Everyone gets it. So basically, he's saying here is that,
and because this wouldn't be a show about New Japan without me referencing this match, it's the same thing that happened in the 2013 G1 final between Naito and Tanahashi.
Is there anything else you want to quote from that fucking match?
I'm just trying to see how many times there can be I can reference that match and it makes sense.
Every time, because it had a story and it was a match. And these are all stories and matches. So Ospreay hits a flipping DDT, okay, that I'm certain would kill anyone. Now, there was a lot of cool spots in this match, but this fucking DDT, I watched it like 8 times. This dude, like, it was one of those moves that you watch, and when you watch it happen, the impact, you kind of have to make a sound in your head or in your mouth. So whenever this dude like knocked him on his fucking head, I just went dunk. I was like, dude, he fucking killed this guy. Like it was a flipping DDT, and like now guys take flipping DDTs, they take it straight up. They might even like oversell it or something. Kushida fell like face fucking down, and his legs a little this way, and it was just like don't, and he just died. Like I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is the best flipping DDT I've ever seen in my life. So we're on the top rope here. Kushida is trying for an avalanche small package driver, but Ospreay, or the Back to the Future, I prefer to just call it what the fuck it is. Ospreay is supposed to hit a cutter to reverse it, but isn't quite in sync with Kushida here.
Yeah.
So instead of like a cutter or like a bulldog, whatever he was going for, a face buster, whatever it might have been, he looked like he just fucking threw him nose first into the mat, which is effective.
Yeah.
Whether you look at it as a botch or not, he fucking threw the guy's face right into the goddamn ground. So I mean, hey, worked for him anyways. So afterwards, Will connects with an inverted shooting star. Can't get the victory here. Kushida counters the Os cutter into the hoverboard lock, but Will gets to the ropes very quickly once again. Final sequence here is Kushida desperately trying to apply the small package driver, but Ospreay would avoid it with a variation of the F5. It was like a weird F5. It was like he got him up, and instead of like, you know, the STO style where you kind of grab the guy or around the shoulders and you drive him into the mat, he just fucking, Kushida just fell right on his chest. Hey, Ospreay got up and sold it like he just did a move. And after that, Ospreay hits the Os cutter, and that is it. Will Ospreay is your new IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion. He takes it right off of Kushida. His first reign, I believe. I don't believe he ever won the belt.
I think so either. Yeah.
Good for him, man. Will Ospreay's on the map here in New Japan Pro Wrestling. But now we get to the discussion of Will Ospreay as a credible performer. Now, here's my thing. Will Ospreay, yes, is a spot monkey. His moves are very cool, though. But here's where this match really got for me, was the fact that he's in there with Kushida. Kushida is a wonderful fucking worker.
Yeah.
So he could sync up with all of these ridiculous moves. Because if he's in there with someone who's sloppy as fuck, none of these moves would have looked... I mean, obviously, we had the couple of spots where they messed up, but nothing that was too, like... They were on the same page the whole time. And if it was anyone other than Kushida... I mean, you have Takahashi, who's amazing, too. I mean, he's been working with a lot of great guys, but I think Ospreay's work is only... It has to be the decision on Ospreay's work also has to include his opponent.
It depends. Yeah, it depends on the match he's working, who he's working. Yeah, this match was fine, and I mean, I've seen Ospreay do like good stuff. It's just, and even like all the flipping shit, it's mostly aesthetically pleasing. It's so unnecessary, and it takes me out of the match almost every time. And I get it. Wrestling isn't real. There's a lot of stuff that you wouldn't do in a real fight, and that should take you out of any match. But it's just something about what he does, and like a lot of the lucha guys do, that just I don't care. I'm not interested. I'm not like, I mean, yeah, it's cool seeing him flip around and shit, but I'm not like, yeah, fucking Will Ospreay. No, I don't buy it. See, I'm not buying the hype.
You and me are pretty much on the same boat when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah.
But I think, like I just said, it depends on who he's working with.
Yeah.
Like, if Ospreay's just doing a bunch of stuff, if it wasn't for Kushida selling all this stuff great, taking it like a champ, doing all these wonderful things, like, to kind of compliment Ospreay, I wouldn't have said this is the best match of the night.
Yeah, but there are better high flyers that work a more well-rounded match more of the time that don't do quite as dumb shit. Like, if I was going to watch a fucking thin guy flip around and shit, I'd rather watch Mark Andrews because he does better stuff. Yeah. Or he does stuff that makes more sense. And not to say that he doesn't do unnecessary shit
Ricochet is one of those guys.
Ricochet is my favorite. He's one of my favorite guys, and he does a lot of high-flying stuff, but he also does a lot of like wrestling stuff that makes sense. Same with Matt Sydal. Matt Sydal is another one of my favorite guys.
The thing about Ospreay is that he does wrestling stuff, but it doesn't come without a flip.
Yeah,
that's kind of his gimmick.
It's so, and I loop him in with a lot of those lucha guys. Like, it's so unnecessary.
All right, here's the thing about that statement is that
I mean,
lucha guys are worse.
It's not to the extent. It's not to the extent. When I think of him, I think of him more akin to that. But yeah, it's not as bad as lucha guys.
Ospreay, he's in the same kind of realm, sort of, but he's oh my god, like it was so many steps above half of those guys, because Ospreay doesn't do a fucking, He doesn't do a bunch of shit on the top rope. And
yeah,
then,
he doesn't do
jump
unnecessary
around.
like he doesn't do like fucking 8 flips and to jump to the next rope.
To do an arm toss.
And he doesn't fucking botch half as much as all these fucking lucha guys. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it.
That's why I said Ospreay stuff. He's a much more flippier version of Ricochet.
Yeah.
Ricochet could get down and dirty too, which is why he's way better.
Yeah.
But Ospreay is only as good as his opponent. If his opponent's awesome, he's gonna do awesome too.
Yeah.
So that's my only statement.
I don't hate Ospreay, but just a lot of people think he's fucking awesome, and I'm just like
I think he's good.
Yeah,
I will say he's
I'd,
good.
I'd rather see Ricochet. I'd rather see Matt Sydal. I'd rather see Mark Andrews.
I loved this match. Both guys did wonderful. I thought it was great. And aside from all the little things that they did wrong, they did way more things that were better. Or there was a lot of positives in this fucking match as opposed to negatives. So we'll just leave it at that. But we will say that Ospreay. I will only say that Ospreay is only as good as his opponent. If his opponent's wonderful, he'll do just fine.
Yeah.
But other than that, could use without all the flipping to get things. But I do want to say a flipping DDT is the fucking coolest thing I've ever fucking seen in my life. So I'll just leave that at that. So we have after the match, by the way, can't forget about this. Hiromu Takahashi comes out to challenge Will Ospreay. Remember, Takahashi hasn't had his chance yet to get the title back. So when he's about to go down and he goes down and he's about to say, his challenge, here comes Marty Scurll.
And they were trying to allude to this earlier. Kevin Kelly was talking about how Marty Scurll was in the back, talking about how he had something to do.
And I heard that. I actually heard that during the broadcast. And I said, what the fuck does Marty have to do? He has nothing to do with any of these matches. What the fuck does it matter to him? But here we are. And I do remember seeing the crowd when he broke his finger. The crowd was kind of like, what?
Yeah.
The crowd at the Sumo Hall went, oh shit, it's Takahashi. Yay, Takahashi Ospreay. Yeah, we can't wait. And then here comes fucking Marty Scurll. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. We would have liked Takahashi way fucking more, but whatever. As long as Takahashi gets his title eventually, eventually.
Give everyone a shot. Just have a 4-way match. Just Kushida, Ospreay.
It's gonna happen at Wrestle Kingdom.
and Takahashi.
It's gonna be Takahashi and Ospreay at fucking Wrestle Kingdom. Yeah. That's gonna be the build up here because Takahashi's been trying to get his shit in and get a title match, but someone always comes out to fuck him. So that's that. And he sold it like
he threw a fucking tantrum,
like a fucking baby. Like he sold it like 2002 Christian, just throwing a massive fucking tantrum in the middle of the fucking ring. And holding his finger like people should. They should just... He needs surgery now. He should go get fucking surgery because he just got his finger broken.
Yeah. You'd think at least in their next match they'd at least have their fingers buddy taped or something.
Nope. We can't even think that far here in professional wrestling 2017. But anyways, we have the Tokyo Dome IWGP... it says here challenge rights. It's a briefcase.
Yeah, it's yeah.
I don't know why this says challenge rights here, but... we have Tetsuya Naito putting it up against Tomohiro Ishii. And the thing about Tomohiro Ishii is that this guy is 40, I believe. He's at the end almost at the end of his career here. He's never had a fucking title match at Tokyo Dome. It is ridiculous.
Well, he spent a lot of his career not being like a top guy, and then
now he's finally coming into his prime.
For me, it was when he had those matches with Makabe that really put Ishii on the map for me.
I think that's what set him up.
Yeah.
Especially for everybody else. Because this guy, after that, he blew up. Like, he was just, everyone loved all of the, everything that he was doing afterwards.
Ishii is one of my personal favorite. Like, he's in my top 5. He's so fucking good.
And the fact that he hasn't had one is just depressing. And I hope before, maybe if it's his second to last year, or maybe even his last year.
I think he might not win one, but I think he'll get a shot at it on a big show.
He should, man, because Ishii's fucking great. He's one of those unsung heroes.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the accolades to show it, but he's been putting on fucking great matches.
Ishii is my favorite wrestler in New Japan, so well, Ishii, and then if Shibata ever comes back.
That'll be a long shot, I think, man, because of what he fucking went
through.
No,
I wouldn't be surprised if we never see him again. But Ishii, Shibata, and then Naito are like they're my 3 of New Japan.
So we have Ishii and Naito here for the briefcase. Crowd is fucking overwhelmingly in the side of Naito. Naito is a lot of people, including myself. I will not leave myself out of this. Were kind of disappointed about the G1 Climax finale because I really wanted Kenny to win it. But it is so fucking apparent that Naito is just so fucking over.
Yeah.
He's over here. He's over there.
Yeah.
Like,
Naito's awesome.
he's the man. And like, I love Kenny, and people in Japan love Kenny, but they love Naito even more.
Yeah.
And Naito is...
And it's not like Kenny's done. They're going to go back to Kenny and Okada at some point.
His story's not finished.
They're sitting on it, and they're letting it stew. It'll be big when it happens.
And mind you, for anyone that, doesn't really, like, keep up with New Japan, like, year by year, this fucking match between Okada and Naito is about a year and 6 months in the making. Literally, because they had their match at Dominion.
Yeah.
And then...
And this all still ties back to the whole winning the G1 in 2013, the getting screwed out of the Wrestle Kingdom main event. Yeah,
and they played it up in this match right before the match. The package.
They show that. Yeah, they show the clips in the match. Yeah.
So this Naito Okada conflict is not fresh. Yeah. This is fucking very old.
Yeah.
This has been building.
This
for a
is
long
why he
time.
turned heel. Yeah.
This is a big revolution here coming for Tetsuya Naito, and it makes all the sense in the world. It's strange because now that he became a heel because the fans didn't want him, and then he became a heel, became a dick. No one liked him, and they were kind of not down. Now everyone loves Naito. He loves the fans. Yeah. It's a full fucking revolution. It's really fucking strange. Let's put it that way. So early on in this match, Naito does the gimmick where he does the fake bump to the outside, but instead Ishii does something that everyone should be doing, and that's fucking get back in the ring and kick his ass.
Yeah.
That's what he did here, and it was wonderful. I loved it. They fight on the outside. Naito starts going after the right knee of Ishii here. Ishii would start up a comeback by giving Naito chops to the neck. Not to the chest. Not to the belly. Not even to the dick. To the neck. Okay? Hard chops to the Adam's apple. Brutal. Fucking brutal. All right? Both men go back and forth. No one could get any offense going. It's just back and forth, back and forth. Every time Naito would get a little cheeky with Ishii, Ishii would knock him down a peg because he's not on board with any of this tranquilo shit. Nope. Ishii then gets hit with a drop kick to the neck, then a dragon suplex right on the neck, and he no-sells both of them because...
You mean on the lower head, upper back area because he has no neck?
That was the punchline. He has no neck. What's he gonna sell? The not neck?
Yeah.
But aside from the no neck jokes, this was fucking great. I mean, like, dude took a dragon and he, like, used his head in his hands to get right up, and everyone in the crowd goes, "Hold it." Naito hits a Gloria, okay? But it is not pretty. Usually when he hits the Gloria, it's a nice little, like, back bump. Whatever, no big deal, and Naito kind of, lessens the fall. Naito lost his grip mid-air, so Ishii just fucking got dumped right on his dome, and it was ridiculous. They showed the replay for this at the perfect angle, and you could see Ishii's fucking face. He goes, wow, that fucking hurt a lot. Holy shit, he dumped his ass right on the fucking mat. So, Ishii reverses a Destino with a brain buster, but can't get the win. It was great spot, by the way. Wonderful fucking spot. So Naito responds by slapping the soul out of Ishii. And I mean slapped the fuck out of him. It was only one, not two, not three. Just one slap. Enough to echo through Tokyo and the rest of Japan. It was wonderful. Crowd is getting real hot at this point because they sense the end coming. And that's the thing about this Japanese crowd. They could feel the end coming.
Yeah.
They could, and not only that, but they let the fucking wrestlers know, hey, it's about fucking high time this gets going here. So Ishii goes for a brainbuster twice, but is unsuccessful on both occasions, opening up the window for Naito to hit two Destinos because he can't put anyone away with one anymore. And he gets the win, and he keeps his rights to go to the Tokyo Dome because why else would it be any different? It's going to be Naito, and it's going to be Okada. Mm-hmm. There's nothing else that anyone can do to change, so he remains the challenger, and he has a one-way ticket to the Tokyo Dome.
You think Naito wins?
Of course.
I think so. I hope so.
Course.
I hope so.
The only thing that bothers me is where's Kenny going to fit into this? Because Kenny's going to fit into it eventually, but it's like, if Naito wins, Kenny's going to avenge what? The loss at the climax? He's already beat him in the climax of 26. He's really avenging the Okada losses. So it's like, where does all this fit? Like, how does Kenny fit in? Because eventually he's going to come and fit in somewhere here.
Naito could end up... What you call it? I remember, I think I said this in a show a while back, that I think maybe at some point Naito win the belt. He'll end up challenging Omega. Omega will be the champion. Okada's going to win G1, and that'll be Wrestle Kingdom for 2019.
Kenny defends the belt.
Against Okada
and becomes victorious, or maybe not. Kenny needs that win. He has never beaten him with the belt on the line. That's the thing.
I don't think he needs the win. Kenny's not the guy. Okada's the guy. Omega's going to have his championship run, but I think Okada's going to get the last laugh.
Huh. We'll see. It's a very interesting storyline here now that Naito's in the fold here, because I didn't think Naito was going to be in the fold yet, but here he is, and his story makes sense.
You just got to figure out how you get to Naito Omega.
Eventually that's going to happen again, because they've put on 2 wonderful matches, so you can't not have them wrestle again for the belt.
Yeah, but I think it should be Omega has the belt going into Wrestle Kingdom, and Okada wins G1.
We'll see. We'll see how this all pans out, but...
Or whoever wins G1 and Okada wins that match. But I think it'd be better if Okada just wins outright on G1.
But if you're in doubt about this main event at the Wrestle Kingdom, the stats prove it, and then Kevin Kelly even said it.
Yeah.
When the tickets went on sale for the Tokyo Dome, they fucking sold out.
Yeah.
Like, they're going to fit a lot of fucking people. Like, this is... I think they said this is going to be the highest... The biggest, they're going to have the biggest gate this year.
I wouldn't be surprised, yeah.
Because this Naito-Okada match is going to be fucking massive.
And I mean, just building off all the momentum they've had going all year, like, this year has been really hot for them for big matches.
And this is 2 Japanese... People have to take into account. Kenny, yes, Kenny's great.
Yeah.
Kenny's wonderful. We love him. But this is still the Japanese audience.
Yeah, this is the Japanese promotion. I think they probably are better served by having 2 Japanese guys in a rivalry. Like, yeah, it's nice to have the foreigner come in, and they like the foreigners, and that's
why
fun.
he has the belt.
And it's good for when, like, bringing in a foreign audience. But for like being at home for your core, you're at home. Like Naito Okada is where you should go. And I think another reason why you have Omega going as a champion, Okada challenge, and Okada win there is because you get to see the Japanese guy triumph over the foreigner.
Over the evil Canadians.
Yes.
Those evil Canadians. But yeah, man, I mean, people need to understand that. Like, I totally understand. Like, I love Kenny. It would be wonderful to see him because we're cheering for him over here.
Yeah.
But it's like, at the end of the day, the people who put more money into that promotion are the Japanese audience. So,
and plus, and just even so, Okada's the guy. He's got to be the guy. Like you get to have your cake and eat it too with having Omega win it off of. I hate to call Naito a secondary guy, but winning it off a secondary guy, and then he'll always come up short in the matches that matter most against Okada.
We'll see where that story, because that story is not done yet.
Yeah,
not by a long shot. So we have.
There's no reason why Kenny should ever. Unless you ever plan on building this promotion around Kenny, which they're not, there's no reason why Kenny should ever have the upper hand.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe this is a little biased on my opinion, or my part, I should say, but I don't see why they couldn't base it off around him. If he gets popular, he's pretty fucking popular with that crowd.
But again, like looking at it, you can't look at it from a fan perspective because obviously, like I prefer Omega over Okada, so I would love to see Omega have a big run, but he's the foreigner. He's not the native speaker. He's not who the fans can identify with.
He can speak though,
and well, sure, yes, he can
speak Japanese,
and he's the heel. You have to have the baby face, the face of the promotion.
Kenny's not a fucking heel anymore. God,
Kenny is over. Kenny gets cheered, but he's still a heel. He plays a heel character. He's still a bad guy. There's a difference between the character you portray and your crowd reaction.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look at Naito.
Because Naito's still a heel. He's over. The fans love him.
Naito's like the Japanese Kenny Omega. Like he's a bad dude who got over.
Yeah, the fans love him, but he's still a bad guy.
Yeah. If you could even call LIJ bad anymore. I mean, with Suzuki-gun, it's like they blow the door down.
There's different levels of bad, but yeah, Naito's still he does dick shit. He does heel shit all the time.
LIJ is like a step above the Bullet Club. But fucking Suzuki-gun, I mean, they're blowing the doors away with the heel fantasy points are just coming to Suzuki-gun. They're complete cocksuckers. But to end the night here, we have Kazuchika Okada versus EVIL. And Evil did say in his little little.
I guess we kind of spoiled this match by talking about our prediction about Naito.
Hey, look, it's wrestling.
I mean, anybody who knows anything had to have a pretty good idea that Evil wasn't winning this match.
And with a quarter of a brain could figure this out. But Evil pronounces that this is now the darkness. What is it? The
darkness world.
Darkness world.
As a purveyor of a lot of Japanese entertainment, as far as music and anime and pro wrestling goes, they really hire a native English speaker. In all of these fucking mediums, they always want to toss English in there, and they almost never use it properly. It's always grammatically just fucking wonky.
What do you want?
Or
English
they say
is like a secondary language.
They say things like, maybe they order it in the way that they would, how their sentence structure would be, but their sentence structures whenever they use English it is almost never good.
Hey, I mean, what do you want? I mean, it's their secondary language.
Yeah, but
when they talk to their own audience is not going to bat an eye. It's only going to be fucking us.
Yeah, but especially when they're trying to reach out and they're purposely inserting it in there. Just hire a guy.
I think it's cool. Fucking darkness world, whatever.
That sounds retarded.
Dude, it's a dark world. What do you want? It's Thor, the dark world.
Welcome to the world of darkness. Sounds way better.
Hey, the way they pronounce things is a lot differently, but they do get a lot of things right.
It sucks the cool factor when the grammar is off.
Hey man, everything's evil. Okay, what do you want? His whole gimmick is of English, is based around English stuff. Yeah. So I mean, hey.
Well then, get good at it. What'd you spend all that time in Ring of Honor for?
They don't care. Yeah. No one in Japan gives a fuck. They go, oh, it's Ever. They don't give a fuck, dude. They really just don't. And you can't say that's a racist joke because they don't say the L.
I know. Okay? Yeah.
That's not me being a fucking asshole. That's just really the way they do it. I don't want anyone fucking cucking me out over this shit.
And by the way, to be that guy, Japanese is not a race, so it can't be racist.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
You know the terms that these people use these days.
I know.
It's basically racist.
What do you mean, these people?
Yeah. The fucking SJW nerds on the internet, dude. Those guys. So we have Evil and Okada for the IWGP Heavyweight title. This all stemmed from the fact that Evil gave Okada his first loss in the G1 Climax. And then he would eventually lose to Kenny in the finals for the B Block. But this was a massive fucking deal in G1, man. This was a big fucking victory for Evil, who has ascended from just being a dude.
Yeah.
Just being a
guy.
From
being Takake Watanabe. It's just some random Japanese dude on a Ring of Honor show.
Now it's some dude who got his fucking suit from Party City, and it's wow, what a fucking nerd.
Now where he got it from, for real.
Now it's justified.
Yeah.
It's fucking justified. Hey man, it's the fucking King of Darkness, dude. Look at this guy. He's on a throne.
It's justified, like that Justin Timberlake album?
Yeah.
That wasn't Justin Timberlake album, right? I'm almost positive it was.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows? It had Just in it.
I'm pretty sure it was.
But yeah, man, it's what a fucking progression for this guy. I mean, he did wonderful in the G1 Climax. I mean, Kevin Kelly, I believe, or no, Don Callis said during this match, he said that people were saying that the G1, the number 27, was one of the best ones. Yeah. And you know what? It was my first full one, and you know what? I'm gonna say it was. Yeah. It was fucking great. Every match was spot on. You had fuckery here and there, but everyone was
You
working.
had some unexpected stuff. You had Michael Elgin put on great matches in that Evil. Juice Robinson came up short a lot, but Juice Robinson looked good in a lot of matches.
It was a good tournament, man.
Yeah.
Good tournament. Everyone worked fucking great. But that's where all this stemmed from. So now Evil has the chance to possibly go on to the Tokyo Dome, and it would be an all LIJ affair, which would be fucking crazy. But we'll see how this goes down. I mean, we already spoiled it, but hey, we're just gonna pretend we didn't do that.
Yeah.
So they go at it on the inside for a bit, end up on the outside fairly early on, because once again, Evil is here, and he's evil.
Yes.
And you can't have evilness go on in the ring. That's dumb.
By the way, when they did that whole that whole thing of in the video package about him, that first thing, did they just take that shot of the moon just from the Undertaker Ministry of Darkness?
Yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because that guy got a great shot of the moon.
Yeah. I feel like those is just cut and pasted right out of that Titan
this whole gimmick is basically the Undertaker.
It pretty much is. Just.
I mean, without saying the Undertaker, it is what it is. I mean, the Undertaker wasn't over the top with a fucking Sith and like, you know, or a scythe and a fucking, you know, mask and Party City outfit. But hey,
it's their take on it.
So Evo goes after.
Can't wait for the acolytes and Visser and Midian to show up.
Midian, what a loser. So Evo goes after the neck with some chairs, guillotines Okada on the bad neck with 2 chairs, and, you know, does his little gimmick that should get him disqualified every fucking match, but it doesn't. Back in the ring, Evil slows down the pace, goes after the neck some more, so to really capitalize on what he's just done, you know, kind of going after the neck. Evil has a ton of momentum at this point, but Okada runs him over with a running elbow, cuts his shit off. Okada drop kicks him to the outside, goes for a crossbody into the crowd, and when he starts to run to do the leap, fucking Evil throws a chair at him. Okada ducks and still does the spot. This was a lot of talent. I mean, this might not look like a lot, but this was fucking talented as hell. This dude had to literally stop his momentum mid-run, okay, duck, and still manage to fucking crossbody to the outside. That was awesome. I thought it was great. Very, very good awareness on the part of Okada. That's why he's like the #1 wrestler on the fucking earth right now. So Evil has Okada in a choke for a while back in the ring. Evil then backs Red Shoes into the corner, okay? And when Okada is looking to do like a stinger splash on him, not a stinger splash, I think it's just like a running like a splash, like a hip splash, not a stinger splash by any means. He hits Uno, okay? So basically Evil did this gimmick where he backs Uno and Okada just runs full force.
The whole thing kind of didn't make any sense. I felt like Evil was gonna, after that, do some dirty shit after that, and he didn't really.
Not really. I mean, here's the thing. All right, here's the spot that was kind of weird for me, a little wonky in my opinion. So Evil does all this, right? Gets Uno hurt. By the way, Okada should have fucking saw Uno. You know, it's not like he's not wearing red shoes or nothing like that.
He doesn't stand out with his red shoes and red belt and
not
red,
at all. And his red
compression
fucking
sleeve.
His fucking red Under Armour compression. He just runs full force at this guy, kills Uno, and Uno obviously is a ref, so he dies, medically and clinically dead.
If you flick him in the ear, they're fucking out for at least 5 minutes.
Or 5 years, who knows. So he hits a splash, kills Uno, and because of this, Evil gets like a bunch of chairs together, puts him in the middle of the ring, and he's going for the Darkness Falls. Now, here's the thing. I think to myself, well, this doesn't get him disqualified anyways. So what the fuck does it matter? I'm going to sit here and just assume, just to try to justify this shit, to say that if it's on the outside, no one bats an eye. But if it's in the middle of the ring, you better cut that shit out.
I was like looking for like low blows. Maybe he gets caned like just repeatedly.
Just wanted to do something to him that he could have done anywhere else in the ring and not get disqualified for it. But he had to hurt the ref to do it in the middle of the ring because that's where it counts the most. I mean, I guess. But in my opinion, if he would have did it anyways, no one would have said anything.
And if I remember correctly, there wasn't like a 3 count missed by the ref being out, right?
Nope.
So then what's the point of doing the ref spot there?
No clue.
If you're gonna do that, like
maybe because Uno, all right, maybe because this is how it goes. If they do this shenanigans on the outside, no one gives a fuck. Uno's not gonna care. But if it's on the inside of the ring, and you can quickly capitalize on what you've just done by pinning the fucking guy, then Uno stops you from doing it. But Kevin Kelly said that he did this so that way Uno doesn't stop him. He has no one could disrupt his fucking debauchery. But
I don't know.
It was a really weird.
It should have either been really like heinous stuff by Evil, or Okada should have gotten the upper hand, gone for the pin, and then it's the 3 count that doesn't get counted. That's really like a 15 count because the ref's out.
Yeah, Evil should have like stabbed his wife or something like that. That would have solved this whole. That would have justified it. But Uno got killed for essentially no reason. So he tries to do this, but instead Okada reverses it into a Hurricanrana or a reverse Rana, and drops Evil right on his fucking head, like right on the crown of his dome. And afterwards, Evil hits the Darkness Falls, but does not get the pin because he's too gassed. So he just landed on his fucking head like 2 seconds ago. So he hits the Darkness Falls with no chairs in front of Uno, but he can't capitalize on it because he's too gassed at this point. Evil starts to get bullied around by Okada. Here's where Okada turns into a cocksucker. He just starts to like kick him and fucking provoke him and be a complete dickhead. and treats him like dirt. And then Evil
The crowd wasn't having any of it.
Nope, they were not. And then Evil responded by doing the same thing. And the crowd goes secretly to themselves, yeah, fuck him. Yeah, dickhead. So 30-minute mark here. Evil tries for the STO. His Everything is Evil STO, but gets hit with 2 Rainmakers. Evil reverses the 3rd Rainmaker. Tries again for the STO. Okada catches him. Puts him in a spinning tombstone. And then hits him with a 3rd Rainmaker. And I mean, I don't even think the deities of all deities can kick out of this.
Yeah.
2 Rainmakers, a tombstone, and then 1 more for good measure.
Yep.
There's no one.
He was toast.
It was over, okay? And that's that. So Okada gets the victory here, retains his belt. Because, fuck, if Evil kicked out of this, he really is the king of darkness.
Yeah.
The king of all, like, light and fucking space and time. But he does not kick out of this, and Okada retains.
Yep.
So afterwards, we have a little stare down between Okada and Naito. They have a little, they say a couple of words. I should have probably looked up what they said because I have no idea what they said, but I'm assuming it was something.
Yeah, that's probably, they probably had that on NJPW.
Yeah, I should go back and look at that so I could see the transcript of what they said, but apparently Kevin Kelly knew what they were saying because he chuckled at something that Okada said, and I go, well, where did it fucking tell us, asshole? You can't just LOL at something that Okada said and just leave us dry, but anyways, they have a little interaction, and Okada then, or Naito fucks off. Okada then steps on the briefcase, does his pose, pretty much throws the fucking thing out of there. And that is that. So we will look forward to Okada and Naito, but this match was okay.
Yeah, it was all right.
It was nothing. It didn't blow anything. It was a little too slow for me because Evil was really trying to kind of like ground Okada.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. You can't have Okada go 100 miles an hour every match.
Yeah.
I get that. I know how wrestling works, and especially the way they work here in New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Yeah.
But it was just, it was okay.
Yeah,
it was a match. There was some stuff that happened that was cool.
Wasn't a bad match. I mean, Okada set the bar pretty high, so it's hard for every match to live up to that. But did you catch when he did the whole ducking under the chair and into the dive spot? The fucking middle-aged moms fangirling over Okada.
Yes.
They're getting into something like Okada.
They were fucking a water fountain back there. It was phenomenal. Yep. I was like, man, they want to ride that motherfucker till the next day, bro. But that was a great spot, and Okada retains. But the match, I thought it was going to be a little better than. I think what got me down was the fact that Evil really tried to emphasize working the neck. Try to slow things down because Okada's been going 1,000 miles a minute every fucking match. So, I mean, it makes sense in a wrestling aspect from a spectator's point of view after watching fucking Ospreay and Kushida go 1,000 miles a minute. You know?
And especially like in a match where again you know the outcome, like you know that Okada's not losing this match, or at least he's not losing the belt. If he's going to lose the match, it's going to be on like a count out or something. And
it didn't have the hype at the end. Like it was like, you know, here he goes at the end. Yeah, it wasn't like Naito and Ishii.
Yeah, there wasn't that crescendo, no.
No. That Naito and Ishii had a massive
as much as I think that, as much as I like what I've seen from Evil lately, I don't think he's there yet. I don't think he's at that level of a Naito or an Ishii or a Shibata or an Okada. I don't think he's there yet.
He had a great showing.
Yeah.
And this was a very big match for him. I mean, massive match for him.
He may one day be a champion, but he's still like mid-card talent, upper mid-card talent.
Yeah. But he's proven himself, that's for sure. I mean, he had a great
he's still relatively young in his career in New Japan. Like, he's just been off excursion for the last only 2 years, so I'm sure he'll get his moment soon, but he's not there yet. Especially when you've got all this other stuff that's much bigger right now.
And there's not a lot of things bigger than Naito and Okada. That's for fucking sure. So we end this night with Okada winning. We had Ospreay, new champion. Did anyone else? Oh, Roppongi 3K.
Yeah, 3 out of the 4 belts defended were, what'd you call it?
Changed hands.
Yeah.
So now we have to look forward to, we have the Road to Power Struggle, which is currently going on. And that will go on for a little bit. We have the Young Lions Cup action happened afterwards. But we won't see anything important until the 23rd here, where we have the Super Junior Tag Tournament.
Oh, they're doing a junior tag tournament too. Wow.
Yeah, that's what it says here, my friend. We have the first two shows or the first two matches, I suppose, on the 23rd of October. We have Kushida and Hirai Kawato versus Yo and Sho.
Really?
And then we have Dragon Lee and Titan versus Bushi and Hiromu Takahashi. So we've got a lot of junior tag stuff going on. So I guess we have a junior tag tournament. Then we have the Tag League.
World Tag League, yeah.
Is this their first year doing the Super Junior Tag Tournament?
I don't
Have they
know.
done this in the past? I'm not entirely too
I mean,
sure.
I don't know. To be honest with you, they might have. I don't remember catching it, but
No, I think they did because I remember the Young Bucks won it.
oh, I mean, I wouldn't doubt it, but I don't remember catching it.
Huh, that's weird. I didn't even know that Power Struggle had this going on because these are all on road to shows.
Yeah,
Power Struggle, because Power Struggle is the big match coming, or the next big main event, or next big fucking event coming up.
Yeah,
but yeah, a bunch of stuff going on. We have the Tag League going on the 23rd. We have the Tag League going on, or the Junior Tag Tournament going on the 29th, and then the 30th. So Junior Tag Tournament action here going on here for New Japan Pro Wrestling. I'm trying to see what's going on in October and November. Power Struggle. When's Power Struggle? That's what I needed. A World Tag League 2017. Road to Power Struggle. Power Struggle is where the Super Junior Tag Tournament will come to a close.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a never open weight, says here. Do not quote me on this. This is what it says here on puroresuspirit.net for the card for Power Struggle. The never open weight championship bull rope match between Minoru Suzuki and Toriano.
Yeah, it had to be something fucking stupid like that.
We have the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title match between Ospreay and Marty Scurll. And then, of course, the big event, or the big match, is Tanahashi versus Kota Ibushi in the main event of that night. And, of course, they'll fill in some more stuff. We'll get more stuff on that card. But that's what we're heading to, everybody. November 5th is the next big event. And before that, we have the Junior Tag Tournament coming up. So we'll look forward to all that. The tag tournament's not that long. It's like a couple dates, and then we'll get to the finals, of course, at Power Struggle. So, all right, everybody, take care.
Later.